So the next thing we're going to be working on is called a shrimp. You'll see why in a minute. So the first thing I need to do is get my feet close to my butt. I'm going to lift him up with my hips. And that allows him to either fall forward or he's going to be high on his knees, and that allows me to turn. Now, I'm going to put both hands here on his thigh, and I'm going to push with this foot at the same time. And I'm going to go until I'm all the way out. One, up, side, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This way, and launch myself out. This way. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Kuzushi. Push. Hold. Twist. Turn. Lift. Drag. Sweep. One, and I'm going to go 2. I'm going to turn my hands like this, go for a cross scramble. And then I can also turn my hands like this and go for a cross scramble. 2, 2. The next one I'm going to go for is from here. I go underneath, and then I can bring it like so. And then this one. Lift ya. And then from here, now make sure it's like this. These ones too. And not like this, because I have to go so much further this way. Yeah. It's just not working. Alright, one other thing you can kind of do is pull their elbow up on top, pull through, and I'll do that on the other side as well. Pull their elbow up on top and pull through. Okay. Now onto the legs. So I'm going to go in here like this. I'm going to put my chest on his knee, and I'm going to slowly pull his knee down through this space here. Landing hip lock. All right, next. Okay, so the basic parts of this pin are you're going to grab here behind the shoulder and you're going to pull up and around your chest. That's the first part. Second part, you're going to pull your elbow towards your knee and then you're going to pull your chest down into the floor through your opponent, like that. Now, give me an ooh, ooh, ooh. If you can crush the ooh out of your partner, then you're doing that part correctly. So we start with a crush, and then the first submission from here is I'm going to pull his arm straight out. I'm going to pull my knee in here. I'm going to go over top and press down with my ankle on his wrist. That's our first arm bar. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, let's say he is trying to escape from this. Get your hands together. There you go. Now, pull me up the top. That's our standard escape. From here, he can do a lot to get out. But in order to keep that from happening, as soon as his arm starts to bend, I'm going to open, close, triangle, and then press down. And at the same time, I'm going to push my hip out and pull his head up. That's our winding shoulder hold going this way. Now, let's say he grabs me around the belly. Now, he can do one of two escapes from here. If he moves his hips in towards me, he can flip me over top. And then the other one he can do is where he slides out underneath. So, yep, turn towards me, turn full weight down, and then push out. There you go. So if he's going for that kind of escape, my countermeasure here is to capture his elbow, push it towards his ear using this grip here, and then once it feels like it's not going to go any further towards his ear, I'm going to slowly pull it up towards my nose, like this. So, squeeze and pull. Any Boss Rootin' fans out there are gonna love this. Let's say he's pushing on my face and he's stronger than me, so he's pushing me really hard. I'm not gonna resist, I'm not gonna push back. I'm going to flop. I'm going to reach in between here and I'm gonna grab the inside of both of my thighs and I'm gonna squeeze them together. The Boss Rootin' neck crank or the thigh master, whatever you want to call it. Now, the final thing that we can really do from here is an arm triangle. I'm going to push that in here, and then I'm going to trap it there with my ear. Now I'm going to slowly turn my chest down to the floor, and I'm going to imagine I'm going to try to pull my elbow this way, and at the same time, my chest goes straight to the floor. And that's our series of walks from the start. All right. So I'm going for this and then sink. And then you mean ooh. Ooh. One more time and flex. Ooh. There we go. All right, now wrist to wrist to wrist, and our good friend Kane is back. And then here, bringing in here, elbow below the shoulder, twist. Switch your hands. Elbow above the shoulder, twist. And now, finally, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to push his face here. Squeeze. And then yeah.
That's all I really want you to do from here.
into here. Box one. One shoulder hold. One shoulder hold. And finally, one arm bar. So without holding on to it, you go like this. I'm holding on to them, and they look a little bit different. So, if we're in a stance where I'm leaning forward, we'll use straight holds. Okay? Make sure you're pulling towards the side of the knee that's up. Okay? Now, if you're a little bit more upright, that's where the other two things come. Okay? So, here's a little off the front. So, if we're upright and put it in, I really just or try to do this, or roundhouse. I'll